Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Amber Phoenix. It's your girl, Amber with an E, not an A. I'll be doing a pick a card today, you guys, and I will be back on later today to do Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, and Libra. To do you guys love readings, and I will get the rest of the zodiac done. I might get them done today as well, because I'll be back on in a few hours after I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do those 4. I might be back on to do the last 5 as well later on today. We'll see how that goes. But anywho, we're doing a pick a card today, and this pick a card is over where are you in your spiritual journey. As you see here, I have 4 crystals. 4 pals, and we're gonna start from over here. Is pal 1. This is with this carnelian. This carnelian here is good. I'm gonna give you a little bit of details about each stone. Carnelian is good for your sacral chakra. It's good for sexual energy and creativity. Then we have amethyst. This amethyst is good for third eye and crown chakra. It's also good for headaches. Something healing about that. This is good for headaches. It's sacral chakra, especially good for women. For if you're having womb issues, like if you're having cramps or something like that, you can pick up this carnelian or peach moonstone, and I promise you will not be having cramps while you're holding that stone. Spoken from experience. It will eventually, if you hold it long enough for about 20 minutes, it'll make them go away. Honestly, like I had cramps, and they made that. I was holding peach moonstone. This does the same thing as well, because I also sent fillers in my womb. It made them go away. Like I didn't have cramps for a few days. Like it didn't come back. Crazy. But yeah, this amethyst is good for the third eye and crown. Good for helping you with your intuition and meditating with this. It's really good for getting spiritual downloads. This is citrine. Citrine. My brain just went blank. Good old Gemini. Give me one moment, because I would blink on that citrine. Lucky for me, I am kind of new with crystals, but I have a lot of crystals. Just gonna say that. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I have a lot of crystals, but I also have a crystal stone book, a crystal oracle deck. I have a couple of them. So, and I know citrine is in there. My brain just went so blank. Citrine has a lot of purposes. It's for a lot of things. So give me just one moment. Yeah, citrine is good for abundance. It's also good. So this is a good abundance stone to work with abundance. It also helps promote creativity as well, and also helping promote being calm. Like if you have anxiety, I like this stone as well. And this is dream amethyst. It's similar, same thing as amethyst. Same properties, good for your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. Dream amethyst is so much prettier. But if I find out any more qualities with this, because it does work, this dream amethyst does work the same way as amethyst. Find anything else about it? Because that one's very new. I just started working with. But yes, so this would be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. With this beautiful carnelian. I'm going to write the timestamp down. Okay. So where are you, pile 1, in your spiritual journey? What are you learning? So right off the bat, immediately what I'm getting with that sacral chakra energy, you guys are in this journey of learning to be more creative and working from out your sacral energy. This is where also your sexual energy is at. That's one thing I'm getting, especially with that carnelian being there. But yes, let's see what you got. See what the tarot has to say. So this one, you guys got 5. So the first card you got is the Page of Swords. You have the Two of Wands. You have the Chariot. You have the Seven of Swords. And you got the Five of Cups. So where I see you guys are at in your soul's journey, I'm trying to see if you guys can see those pretty well, is that you guys are your spiritual journey. You guys are learning, for one, to be more creative with this Page of Swords here and this Seven of Swords. I know a lot of people say Seven of Swords is a deceit card, but I also see creativity with this Seven of Swords. Where you guys are at is learning more. Where you guys are in your spiritual journey is learning more to be working more with your creative side and not so much of what you have learned as a child. You're learning to, in your spiritual journey now, is to walk away from things, or not completely walk away, but to transform things that you learned as from your childhood. Because some of you guys, things that you do on your spiritual journey is not what is the norm in your family. So like some of you guys might, of course, are into tarot, or you might be learning how to do rituals, or you might be learning how to do Reiki, and it's not what your normal thing that you learned as a child as a way to either work or to even be doing, because your family might not look upon you, because it's not what you're taught. You might have grew up in like a really strict Christian based home family. You could have just like it's different from what you were taught as a child. And you guys are learning to use that, but not be so grounded in that. Go down your own path, not what was chosen for you. With this Two of Wands and this Seven, which is the Chariot. I also wanted to see what's at the bottom of you guys' deck. For each one of them, I'm going to do. Yeah. The Three of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you guys are learning to not blend in as much with your past choosings. You're not keeping some of the same friends. You're just on this journey of really complete self-development. For this around is to learn to take what you learned as a child, but to grow and be confident in yourself and grow in your creativity. Some of you guys might be book writers. Some of you guys might be tarot readers or spiritual workers. Some of you guys might be healers dealing with Reiki. And you guys are, some of you guys, it might be simple that you don't want to go into the family business. You want to do something totally different than what was normal, what you were taught as a child, and you learn to walk in your confidence. Like some of you guys might be in this family-owned business, and you're wanting to do something totally different. It's like all your family's been a doctor their whole life. Everyone's been a doctor. Just an example, everyone's a doctor in your family, and you don't want to be a doctor. You're like, you know what? I might want to go be a lawyer, or you know what? I might want to be a DJ. So it's just teaching you to go down what's your calling for your spiritual path, for your own journey. Where you're out in your spiritual journey, you're learning to walk more in your own power. And not be sad about it. Just take it. Because this Five of Cups here, she poured one of these cups out. You know, usually the Five of Cups, they're wasted. They're crying over. She poured the cup out and like, yeah, I'm choosing not to have these three cups. Just to have these two. What I'm getting with this is like you're choosing your path and not what you were taught as a child with this Page of Swords here. So let's see what you are learning. on this journey. So you got the open up. You can see this is from the psychic heart of the tarot. You got challenging times. You got the seek. You got the sacral chakra. That's so funny because they go together. I told you this stone is for sacral chakra. Like, this is creativity here. But what I'm seeing here, I definitely with this challenging times and open up. This is spirit. He's trying to teach you to go down what you feel, what you know as your true authentic path. Not what your family taught you, but what they think you should do, what you should do, what spirit says is for you to do. Especially with this challenging times, because it might not be the easiest to go and do what's going down your authentic path, for you to be in your authentic self. And with this seek here, I'm really getting that spirit wants you to really listen to what is being told to you through meditation, through dreams. Some of you guys might actually have prophetic dreams. Some of you guys might also be psychic too. I'm also getting that too, being a very big psychic, very different than what was norm for your family, what they think is normal. But yeah, they want you to listen to them through meditations. And with this sacral chakra here, open up your creativity, being who you truly are, not going by what your family said you should be doing. Just being true to yourself. And also that I'm getting for if it's some females who might have picked this deck on for your feminine energy. Also working from your sacral, not so much maybe solar plexus energy, working from your sacral chakra, working from your feminine energy and your creativity, working from softness, because each chakra has masculine or feminine traits. Doesn't mean it means woman or man. No, it just means it has masculine and feminine traits. The sacral chakra is more feminine energy, softer energy. This is working from softer feminine energy, creativity, sexual energy, those good things. And what are you learning? What are you releasing from this journey? So you have the High Priestess of Air. And it's so funny because Spirit had me use some decks I have not really used. I have a lot of different decks. Two of them I really do not use. And you also have Loyalty. That's so crazy because I just said, what are you guys are learning or releasing? What the Spirit wanted you to release into? What are you changing from? This loyalty here. And I just told you, you guys have been in like families that what you think is right, what they think is right is not what your calling is to do. What is a norm for them is not their calling is to do. And I'm going to read this High Priestess of Air. Because this, like I said, this is a deck I really don't use very much. This is Wisdom of the House of Night. So let me pull this up real quick. And you got the number 33. If that means anything to you guys, and a lot of sevens. When I see a lot of sevens, I always think of Spirit. It's like really trying to get you to pay attention. Yes, see, like this loyalty here is, have you been chosen the symbol of loyalty? This means you are being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. Most definitely. It's so crazy because I do not pick, when I pick these cards out, I do not look at the cards before. I just pick them out. Wherever it comes coming out, that's what goes into the pile. So yeah, it's crazy. That's what that loyalty card is about. That's exactly what I said. Okay, this High Priestess of Air. I am Nyx, Goddess of Night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find the answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things and events and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkness of night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is a part of a divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to what soon enough, but keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. And I like this deck too. This deck is really interesting because it has a lot of moon energy in it. And so, and I pulled this from this last Oracle deck. It's the Wisdom of Hidden Realms. So this is just some words of advice or what you need to use to help you while you continue on your soul's journey, pile number 1. So you got the Web Weaver. It says synchronicity, divine intelligence, and cause and effect. And then you guys have the Phoenix. So I laugh because this is the pile that I chose. We're going to slide these up so you guys can see them better. Okay, and you guys have the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. Like, completely. I'm going to read both of those for you guys out of that Oracle book. So the Web Weaver is number 4, which is synchronicity, divine intelligence, and cause and effect. The Web Weaver rejoices that your creations are far-reaching and have a positive effects on the many. Every action, every thought, every word, and every deed is woven into the web of creation. When the Web Weaver appears as your ally, she grants you the way to stay. She grants you the way to others of like mind and attention. I told you that some of you guys will not be losing some friends. You guys are going to find people like you because a lot of this is walking away, dealing with you going away from where you were before. And you with others of like-minded and attention. Let you know you are not alone in your endeavors. Just when you need to make a connection, like magic, synchronicity happens. Music reverberates through the web and plays in harmony with your own. This is a sign to trust and connectivity between all events. Magic is afoot for you. And then you have the Phoenix. That's so funny because I picked this pile and yeah. that pile really resonated with me. That carnelian really resonated with me. That's the one I picked. Okay, the Phoenix appears as your ally to celebrate your journey and to ensure your ultimate success. This is true even if it appears that you just passed through a metaphoric experience of death or currently enduring a perception of failure in your life. Death and rebirth are related when you enter the realm of the Phoenix. Seen in this light, nothing truly dies, but rather changes from one end directly into a new beginning. The Phoenix is constantly reinventing itself. Yes, with this Phoenix here, that's why my show is called Phoenix, Amber Phoenix. This is a change, changing from old you to new you. Yep, like I said, changing from what you learned as a child with this Page of Swords here, going to over here with this Chariot, the 7 of Wands, and this 5 of Cups. Like, this is not the normal 5 of Cups. She literally poured these cups out. So, yes. The Phoenix is constantly reinventing itself and raises up whole, new, and even more powerful with every death it experiences. This could signal an end of a relationship or a dynamic within one, or the end of a job project, or even a life. But with this, like I said, this is an end to your old self. So thank you for watching pile number 1. I hope this helps you guys. We're gonna go ahead to pile number 2. Okay. Pound number 2. The amethyst. I'm gonna write this time step down. That way I can time step them for you guys. I lost my pen. Good old Gemini man. 2025. Okay, pound 2. This beautiful amethyst. So where are you guys at on your spiritual journey? What are you learning on your spiritual journey? What's going on in your journey? So I think you guys have the most tarot cards. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel, the 8 of Swords, the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, you guys have the most tarot cards. I'm going to try to, so you can see all of them. The 10 of Wands in reverse. The Princess of Swords. I'm going to put her down here. And the 7 of Wands in reverse. The first thing I get for whoever pile number 2, you guys are just starting on your spiritual journey. With all this reversal energy. Because my decks are turned upright. So, first thing I'm getting is you guys are really starting on your spiritual journey with the Emperor, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands all in reverse. You guys could be Aries. Or Sag. With this wheel here, you guys can still be Sag. That's ruled by Jupiter, which is more Sagittarius energy. But yes. Or you could be your air sign. It really doesn't have to be. I don't know why I'm doing signs because I didn't do signs. Or no, maybe someone needs to know. Maybe it's the Aries is watching this or Sagittarius. Don't pick it up on. You guys are just starting in your spiritual journey. And you feel like you're a little lost. Like you're unsure if you're doing things the way you should be. Spirit telling me to let you guys know who pick pile number 2. You need to meditate more. Especially working on your root chakra. You need to work on your chakras, working on your root chakra, your sacral, and your solar plexus. You need to work on your lower chakras a lot, but all of them, but really when you're starting out to really work on your lower chakras is what I'm hearing. To work on your lower chakras, because I see a lot of reds, a lot of yellows, a lot of oranges. I see blues too, as well as your throat chakra. And some of you guys might even have a blocked heart chakra. You know, just work on your chakras. Work on your chakras. Spirit says you need to meditate more, and you are doing fine. There's not a handbook on how to do your spiritual journey right. Spirit says if you have any questions, to come to Spirit, say your prayer, meditate, wherever you need to do to get your answer. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Spirit is just trying to reach out to your dreams. Some of your dreams have meanings with this. You guys have a lot of blocked energy, but I really feel like you guys are starting on your spiritual journey. Because some of you guys had a rude awakening to start dealing with financial loss with this 5 of Pentacles and this Wheel of Fortune here right next to each other. I'm hearing a lot of you guys had to struggle with finances a lot. Like we going good and then just struggle. Spirit had not struggled. The reason why you've been struggling so much, it can be due to women. So this might be for masculine energy. It might even be due to women with this woman holding the wheel. Maybe your kid's mother or your mother. But yeah, I'm getting a big struggle, especially when it comes to finances. With this 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the 8 of Swords, what Spirit was trying to awaken you, was hitting at your finances. So now you're starting your spiritual journey. You feel a little lost. Crystals also are good for you. Maybe black tourmaline. This could be very much so a masculine energy. Not a masculine, I mean males. masculine males, males with masculine energy. You guys you need a lot of protection, especially some picking up black tourmaline, or maybe you might wear a lot of black or need to start wearing black. Pray for protection as you go down this journey that I'm really picking up. Like, yeah, this is someone who's just started in recent few months. And the last few months, less than a year. It's okay. We all start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And the Spirit said you're not going at it wrong. This rises number 4 on here too. Yeah, goes with the Emperor. More like this is a lot of strong. This is strong masculine energy. And yes, I'm definitely getting that some of you guys are having issues. It's with women. Women has been some of you. Feminine energy has been your downfall. But yes, so where you're going though, I really honestly think you're heading in a good spot. Let me see what's at the bottom of your head. Oh, shoot. And then I slide my little tapestry. And you just reach. Yours is at the top from where I'm recording. Yeah. You got the Hangman. Oh my God, you guys. Like I said, like you're literally just starting, man. So yeah, you have the Hangman with the 4 cups and a Death card. Like I said, you literally just started your journey. And it's really like Spirit have to force you to start with that 4 cups energy there. It's like you ignored it, man. But it's okay though. It's okay. So my next thing, what are you learning on your spiritual journey? What should you be learning, or what are you learning? So yeah, it's love. Yeah, win or lose, which would be like the 5 of Swords. In this deck, love will be on the Lover's card. Oh, you guys only got 3. And dedicated effort. So I'm really getting that for you guys. What you are learning is to really balance yourself out and not to give up so easily in your journey. Because I'm getting a big sense in the past that you guys were more of an aggressor. And you guys, when things don't go your way, you just tend to give up on it pretty easily. But with this win or lose and this dedicated effort. So this time of your spiritual journey, you're learning to be more balanced in your energy with this love here, this Lover's card, and to not see things as a war, because everything is not a war. You should be learning for what you're doing, win or lose. It's all a lesson, especially with this dedicated effort. More more couple energy here. So you guys could be in a relationship, but more getting so that this is for you balancing yourself out, your masculine and your feminine side. A lot of male energy here, a lot of masculine energy. I'm feeling this is feel like this is for a guy. Get effort. And then for what you are releasing, I got understanding, beauty, and risk. So yeah, definitely, like I said, this is you. Some of you just started on your journey. Can you see these? I'm gonna try to move on because you guys got a lot of tarot. A lot. Most of my decks only, on most of the piles only had 5 cards. You guys had 7. But yeah, with this risk, this beauty, and this understanding, like I said, you guys, this is someone who just started on their journey. And Spirit is teaching you to take a leap of faith. Believe in yourself. When we're getting the big, this is also for someone who does not have the most self-confidence in their self. And this beauty and this understanding is like really truly knowing who you are and seeing the beauty in things, as well as connecting with feminine energy. Because all these cards here are very masculine. As I get down here, this is You guys might have had not the best feminine energy or in your life from females, or I mean for some of you, or some of you guys might have been womanizers, and it's teaching you how to respect feminine energy. You might use the way you looked to womanize, to be a womanizer, but now you're learning to actually see the beauty in yourself and in others. And I got for wisdoms for you, I got the Warlord. And I got the Prison Riff. I don't think I'm saying that right. Warlord says communication, praise, and dishonesty. This one is self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. I told you guys had a lot of energy dealing with how you got a how spirit awaken you was to mess with your money. Like I said, if you did not watch in the first pick up out, I did not look at these cards before. Here, I just shuffle. What comes out is what I put here. It's amazing how all of them connect. But I will read for these two out of the book. So that's number 31. This will be a challenger. For this card, this one tells you to how to read in reverse. Are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, and cynicism and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself that there's not going to be enough? Yeah, this self-sabotage. This is this energy, poverty consciousness. I told you, you guys are really, what you're doing in your spiritual journey is working on your mind. Spirit is working on how you see yourself. I told you, with your self-confidence. Women have also been your downfall, especially when it comes to money. Or do you see only lack and poverty wherever you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you're not allowed success in life? When the prison rough comes as a challenger, he warns you that you're now seeing in your life results of those negative thoughts and expectations. So you have to really change your mindset. So this is where you're at in your spiritual journey. You just started. It's really once you learn how to change your mindset. Because I told you, you guys have this mindset of like everything's a war, everything's this, and it's called for you to soften up and not be in this such poverty type mindset. If you do not like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that this prison won't hold you for long. Take the time to learn about mistakes, and that lessons ensure later in greater success. And then you have the word Lord. Some of you guys are really good at speaking. So, or writing poetry, or maybe even music. Some of you guys might be really good at music or whatnot. Writing songs, poetry, maybe even writing a book. This is definitely for a masculine, and this is definitely for a male. So that's number 43. That's another 7 as well. You guys got a lot of 4s and 7s and 5s. 5s have a lot of change. Okay. The Warlord rules communication of all kinds and lets you know that positive interactions can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He speaks with positive words and praises all he sees. He reminds you of the laws of abundance and praise. They're changing that mindset from this prison, this little prison fairy. That's not what it's called, but it's a fairy to me. And to becoming this warlord, like changing how you think. Let's just say this is someone definitely just starting and feeling a little lost in their journey. But you're not lost. Just need to change how you think with this 8 of Swords energy here. Saying affirmations, speaking life into yourself with this warlord, like really speaking life into yourself, not thinking so negatively. not be a prisoner on your own. So yeah, this is, look at this 8 of Swords energy. This does not look fun, man. But yeah, not being a prisoner in your own mind. You need to change those thoughts, change that process around. But yes, pile number 2. I hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Let them write it down. Okay, we picked pile number 3 with this citrine. This will be your reading. So this will be where you are at in your spiritual journey. So the tarot has to say you have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Hangman. So where are you at on your spiritual journey? I feel like whoever picks this pile here, you are in the realm of being very open to what Spirit has to tell you. You have came a long way. A very, very long way. You went from a page. I'm sorry for because I started here with you as a page, going down all the way to the Hangman. It's like you are ready for whatever Spirit has to offer you. Some of you guys own your own business with this King of Wands energy here. Some of you guys, it has something to do with beauty. This King of Wands next to this 9 of Cups. And this 3 of Pentacles. Like you're working easily with Spirit through on your spiritual journey where you are at. But I really get that you were very much so in a receptive mode here to begin with. I get also that people who picked this pile might have been born in a family that was more spiritual than religious as well. So it's much easier for you to transition, to become more open, to go down your spiritual journey. But this one I feel like really, where you're on your spiritual journey, some of you guys are getting downloads on opening up your own businesses. Excuse me. Could be something to do with beauty. Could be something to do with massages, cosmetics. But I'm getting a big entrepreneur energy here for who picked this pile. You guys are very willing vessels for Spirit. So what are you learning? You got new vitality, which is like the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles in this deck, which is giving and receiving. You guys are very open, very open. It's like you're listening to Spirit. You receive what He has to give you, and you share it with the world. You guys are, I don't say not spiritual teachers, but whatever information that you get from Spirit, you are easily share it with close friends and family members or whoever else is willing to listen. You have the healing begins. And you also got Blossom here. So you got a lot of Cups energies and a lot of 6s. 6s are another good for balancing and partnerships. Like I said, very, very easy, very willing to open up to Spirit. You weren't one of those people that Spirit had to do a harsh awakening for to open up. Yeah, family, peace, cooperation, a compromise, loyalty, roles. Yeah, like you're very easy for Spirit to open up. A lot of water energy, easy to soften up. You guys have a really, really good heart chakra energy. Very, very, very loving. Especially with this Ace of Cups. Where I really think this is dealing with your spiritual journey, where you are at, is you're learning to even be more open up to spirit, what you already are, and you're already pretty open. As well, you guys are getting new downloads for new beginnings for career. It looks like entrepreneurship was what I'm seeing. I want to see what's at the bottom of you guys' deck, so I'm going to pick this up really quick. That's so funny. Ace of Pentacles energy told you, you guys, whoever picked this deck, I don't know, whoever picked this pile is definitely getting a download from spirit about new business adventure that is your own business adventure, and that you own your own rights to. So with this new vitality, which is the Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Blossom, which is the Judgment card, like I said, and it's right on top of the Hangman too. You guys are very easy to awaken, and with spirit right now, what spirit is teaching you right now is to awaken more stronger in your power and in yourself to help you start this new business adventure that you're doing, and receive downloads to even help out others, because you are a big help out. Well, I see the people who pick this pile, you're not a teacher, but you do lend out information to, like I said, friends, family, and loved ones. And then let me see on what are you healing from or releasing. You got wishing. A lot of water energy in this deck. It might be a water sign, or have strong water or earth, because earth and water is very prominent in this one. You got High Priestess of Earth, and you got Conclusion. On what you are healing from and what you're learning with this wishing, this High Priestess of Earth, and Conclusion. I'm really feeling like you guys are ending one chapter and starting a new one with a lot of success. I can't help but feel like you guys are starting a new business. This is like, I don't know, I keep hearing new business. Just keep seeing like money, but like your own entrepreneur, like your own business here. But what you were learning from in the past, what spirit helped out you out of, was this wishing energy. Like you guys, I can see in the past, you didn't take much action towards your dreams. But once you start going down your spiritual journey, you start taking a whole lot of action. You're like the go-getter. A go-getter, like seriously. I'm gonna read this High Priestess of Earth. This is a deck I really don't need too much to use. Let's see, that's number 3. Like I could say, this is big, watery, earthy energy. You guys can be a water sign or earth sign, or just in this energy and water and earth-like energy. When you choose a symbol of the High Priestess of Earth, I next the Goddess of Night am nudging you to take care of your health and your beautiful body. I told you, like, this really is giving me the energy of someone who's dealing with cosmetics, that's an entrepreneur in cosmetics, or like massages, or anything has to do with the body. That includes like even being a trainer. You guys might even be a trainer who picks his power, or a dancer. Like seriously. Seriously, it's so crazy. And no, I do not pick or look at any of your cards before. Like I told before, I just, where it comes out, let's go with it. Pick cards and go with it. But yes, this really feels like someone who's on a spiritual journey, very receptive, and getting so many downloads. That's entrepreneurial, and like something dealing with beauty. I said that earlier, beauty and health and stuff like that. But on your journey, you guys are right now in your soul's journey. You're reaching people through what you do. And So any words of wisdom from Spirit? I have the Swan Queen. So remind me of like dance. You could be a dancer or massage therapist. I don't know, this is very elegant. Transformation, intuition, and patience. This is very feminine, feel like energy here. And you have the Fire Prince, could be both. You have the Fire Prince with optimism and aggression. That's number 40. With this Swan Queen, I really feel like the message for Spirit is to continue down your path. Continue to connect with your intuition and continue to let Spirit guide you on the way you should be going. Very passionately with this Fire Prince here. This pile, I feel a lot of that feminine energy, but it's gonna be like a pile that a lot of masculine and feminine energy picks. But continue going on your path using your intuition, listening to Spirit, and continue just being very open like you are, because you're a very open person. And that's what I see for you, pile number 3. I hope this helps. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to pile number 4. Okay, 46, 37. I'm gonna write this down. Okay. Last but not least, pile number 4. Alright, you guys, on your spiritual journey, we're gonna start with the tarot. You guys got the Page of Wands. Oh, that's what got the Page of Wands too. 2 of Wands. The Hermit. The 9 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords. You got some of the same cards in the last pile, but for some reason I'm getting that this is for a spiritual teacher. Like this is someone who is like some type of tarot reader that's like been one, not like a new one, like someone who's been a tarot reader for a while, or someone who practices Reiki, like they're a Reiki healer, or they're a spiritualist. And where you are at in your spiritual journey, God is Spirit is helping you come out of all this anxiety that you may be dealing with. Also depression. Some of you guys might have a hint of depression and anxiety. But on your spiritual journey, Spirit is helping you deal with that, because a lot of that is built in to your own like self-sabotage. Like some of your anxiety and depression comes before your own self. Like this is not something outer that Spirit is trying to shine light on for you. This is something from within. Like you cause your own anxiety, like by over worrying or stressing out too much over things instead of letting things flow as they need. You could be a Virgo with this Hermit here. And so I'm here feeling very, very strong as a Virgo. Excuse me, Virgo energy. You definitely be a Virgo. And Spirit is on your soul's journey. You're learning to deal with your anxiety from within, because it's caused from within. It's not caused from nothing. Not all, I'm gonna say nothing at all. It's starting at all, not caused by outer influences, but a lot of times your anxiety is coming from inner influences, from you overworking yourself, and from you not overthinking, over worrying. It's not like something to do all the time, but it's enough that Spirit is trying to help you come out of that. and show you where that is so you can work and be stronger and be more relaxed. Because I'm getting a big spiritual teacher, like your teacher of some sort. It could just be a regular teacher, but I'm really getting like like a spiritualist or a tarot reader, psychic, something to that extent. What are you learning from spirit? I have observe. You said in this deck, that's the Hangman. You have confront, which this is the Moon. You see, he's confronting himself here. He's not confronting someone else. He's dealing with his own past, his own inner child, his own things is causing him to feel this way. Yeah, find balance. Two of Pentacles. You got darkest fears, which is again the Nine of Swords. You got teach. I told you this is like a teacher or a spiritual teacher. That's the Hierophant. And you got reach out. I think it's a Three of Pentacles, I think. I told you, I'm like, this is someone who's a spiritual teacher. I'm gonna put this one here. Yeah, you got a lot of cards from what you're learning, and so Spirit wants you to be more, to look at why you're feeling the way you're feeling, not so much dive into it, because a lot of this is from your own inner, your own anxiety from, could be from a childhood trauma that's made you that way, but it's not, a lot of it at times is not from outside sources, it's from your own mental space. Oh, and I want to see the bottom of the deck. I'm going to tarot. Yeah, you got the Lovers, the Moon, again at the bottom of the deck, the Judgment. Yeah, this is definitely someone, I really feel like you guys are someone who's trapped. You a lot of your anxiety, because in this Lovers, the male aspect is invisible. He's more of a spirit. I thought the spirit tried to show you your own issues, dealing with your anxiety, which is self-inflicted. A lot of times you are a lot of times you guys are going through burnout, which just causes your anxiety to flare up, like you're doing too much. And that's not very uncommon for Virgos. You're doing way too much. You can just slow it down a little bit and relax, take a day off if need be. So I'm getting like a big, like you guys work for yourself for one, or a majority of your money comes from working from your own, working for yourself for one, and you guys need to take a break sometimes and not overwork yourself so you won't spark up your anxiety, and some of you need to deal with some inner childhood issues instead of coming from this inner childhood issue. Then Spirit wants you to step back and observe, why do you feel this way? Because then you'll realize this is coming from whatever happened to you, X, Y, and Z. This is general, so I can't get this general, not hearing specifics, but step back and see, why do you feel this way before going into that feeling, into that emotion. It's so funny you got the Nine of Swords twice. Like really, you guys, Spirit is really teaching you to deal with your mental health. Getting a big anxiety and depression. Could even have panic attacks. But yes, definitely with this teach here, I really feel like this is someone who's literally, their profession is either like just a teacher, or someone who literally is a spiritual teacher of some sort. And with this reach out, like Spirit is really teaching you to to not do everything on your own and to reach out for others, for ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You just feel like the type of person who does not really ask for help. You work in a lot of masculine energy. You might not be a male, but you work in a lot of masculine energy. And what you are healing from or learning from. You have the warrior, masculine energy here. The aggressor, as we already heard, the warrior. Obedience. Oh my God. And forbidden. So, in your past, you definitely work in a lot of masculine energy. You are the aggressor most of the times. You are a lot of, you work with a lot of Mars energy, a lot of aggression, aggressive, and you have a lot of passion over you, and you put a lot of work and effort to whatever you do. With this, the warrior, the obedience, and the forbidden, I definitely feel like you're some type of spiritual teacher with this forbidden here. But in your past, and this is probably what causes your issues that you're having, is that what you are healing from or learning from as in your past, could be this life or past life, what you do was not known, is not accepted, and you had to work for it to be accepted. Even if it was accepted, there is sense you doing it. If that makes sense. So if you came from a spiritual family, you didn't think you should be doing what you're doing. And when there's obedience, this is really, I get somewhat you were a rebel. With Virgo energy, tend to be little rebels anyways, because they kind of march the beat of their own drum, them in Aquarius. But with this obedient spirits, what you're learning is to follow the right direction. What you have learned is following the right path, the right direction for yourself. Taking that leap. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like literally following it the right direction, taking that leap. And this is reminding me of the root chakra. Very grounded individual. You could definitely be an earth sign. We're getting really big Virgo energy here. Got Taurus too. Definitely someone who's like spiritually, that's like some type of spiritual teacher. I was already getting spiritualist, tarot reader, and you have like a big following base. This is, you know, the way you are able to teach others. This is not someone, I don't feel like this is someone who's just starting out their tarot career. It could be, but I really feel like this is someone who already has a big following base. And you have the keeper of scales. Oh my God, go with the obedience. You have the keeper of scales. And for wisdom with spirit, wants to tell you this is fairness and balance. Like literally I told you, finding balance within yourself. Not overstressing, not over worrying, not causing all those problems, these mental problems for yourself, because you're doing so good. It took you a long time to get to where you're at in this hermit, and this Hierophant, Hierophant energy, but you get it. And you got the Eagle King. Oh my gosh, the big picture, angelic help. Like spirit is here to help you, sending out angels to help you. I don't need to read on these two to tell you. It's Eagle King, the big picture, like I'm telling you, like I really feel like this is someone who is, once again, I keep stressing this, hate being repetitive, but someone who's a spiritual teacher. The spirit really wants for you to, even though you see the big picture, it's also make sure you're taking the time to care for self, especially dealing with your anxiety. Could be having panic attacks and your depression. Like a lot of this calls from burnout. And yourself overexerting yourself and over worrying about things. And that is what I see. I helped some of you guys out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.